Hello, Internet. We are back with more Cataclysm. Dark Days Ahead. We're still playing as Clarence France, the Tracer. And, whatever. I think we're just going to head out right away. I've been watching the edited videos from last week, and a lot of them are pretty boring because we spent a lot of time at our base not really doing anything. And we need to change that. I think the sun's probably still up, but when the sun goes down, we will head out right away to probably this little cluster here. I'm going to check out that restaurant if I'm able. I think would be a good spot to start. There are some non-house buildings down here, which is nice. We'll have to get there eventually. Right now, that's not really an option to go that deep into the city. And if I don't start finding better buildings pretty soon, we might just pack up and leave and head over here to Fletcher and see if we fare any better over here. I'm getting a phone call. Oh, we might head over to Fletcher and see what we can do over there as the subway. So, why don't we read a book real quick until the sun goes down? Let's just pick a random, who cares kind of book. What's a transistor? Sounds good. Read until we gain a level. Yes. Why? So I'm a little confused by why so many zombies are showing up outside this window. Why did that? Are we centered on the screen? I'm on a big screen TV, so it's hard for me to tell when I'm centered or not, because it looks kind of not centered, but whatever. Let's just hit him. He's a grabber. He would pull us to him anyway. I'm a little confused by why there are so many that are passing by this window when we've pretty well already cleared things out. Do we see any other ones? Survivor zombie, grabber zombie. Like, where are they coming from? I thought we had cleared this area pretty well already. Okay. Well, let's read until sun goes down. Okay, that'll do. And then we'll head out and loot. So I want to do things a little different this week. Last week, so I of course I edit the videos before they go up on my YouTube channel. So I do watch. When I watch it, it's in 360p because my computer's very bad. And it's hard to edit high definition video really very well on my computer. So I watch it in 360p. So I can't often see if there are issues, but I definitely can hear when there are issues. And what I found is that I might just be an extremely boring person, which is really unfortunate because I don't remember being that way when I was growing up. You know, when you're young, I don't know, when I was with my group of friends, people always say like, oh man, you should have your own radio show and you're so funny and blah blah. See, the fact that it's jerking my vision to one side, I don't understand that. But now that I'm playing Cataclysm, I'm realizing that because I have no one else to riff off of, like it's just me. What are you, tough zombie? Why is it doing that to my vision? I don't like that. Now that it's just me, there's no one to. That's very disorienting to pull my screen to the side like that. I find that wildly unpleasant. I did update because I've been having issues with the sidebar and things. So I did expect it to be fixed because they keep telling me it's fixed. It seems like every day somebody says, oh, I see what the problem is, I fixed it. And then, of course, it's not really fixed, is it? But that's part of the experimental. Please don't gas me, man. I just don't want to deal with being poisoned right now. Oh, kiddo. So, it's just me talking to myself, and it's a little bit. Maybe I'm not so good at it, is what I'm thinking. It's not that I'm super bad at it. So the only two people I can really compare myself to that I'm aware of who do a lot of... Let's loot the restaurant first, and then we'll hit these houses as we double back. The only two people I can really compare the channel to is Vormithrax and Rycon Roleplays. Those are the two big names in Cataclysm. Am I still sprinting? In Cataclysm YouTubers that I'm like really aware of. I've seen other people play the game. I just don't think they're as prolific of a player as, say, Vormithrax or Rycon are. Let's try to run. This whole moving my vision when I try to smack things is surprisingly obnoxious. I thought I could just get over it and live with it, but it's actually really, really aggravating. So that Sushi Made Easy book is a very good find. So I learned to play by watching Vormithrax, and I think that Vormithrax creates good tutorial content, but I don't particularly enjoy his Let's Plays. I only really enjoyed watching his tutorial stuff. When I watch him play... No, I just want the waffles. Examine. Chocolate waffle. Oh, rotten cheeseburgers. That's a bummer. That would have been nice to have for food. Rotten bratwurst. I thought sausages lasted for like a ridiculously long time. Perishable at room temperature. Estimated shelf life of 2 days. Okay. My mistake. Sausage has 1 season. Okay, maybe I was mixing it up with sausage. A tomate. And a top hat, a pea coat, and a duster, which is exactly what I expected to find in a restaurant, because they have nothing to do with a duster, eh? Well, aren't we hot to begin with? I think, yeah, we're a little toasty. We'll take. Are they made of? No, we'll take the pea coat because it's wool. Maybe we need wool for something. I don't know. So I liked Vormithrax's tutorial series, but when it came to actual, like, just Let's Plays, kind of, you know, for fun or whatever, I didn't enjoy those as much. I think he's a little, like, no disrespect intended, it's just hard. Close that. Run away. So I don't want to deal with that. We definitely, at this point, could handle fighting one. It's just, I don't really want to fight a shocker zombie. Yeah, no disrespect intended to him. I just think that it's hard to put your brain power towards, like, say, looting or tactfully fighting an enemy when you're also trying to make commentary. It's surprisingly difficult. I didn't think it would be as hard as it is. And so I think that when I watch people like Vormithrax, the commentary dips off a bit whenever you're devoting your brain to doing something complex. And the same thing is true of Rycon Roleplays. He roleplays, but every time he comes to a significant enemy, Plum, you're the only thing that's rotten? Why is a chocolate waffle? Okay. So we can't eat a chocolate waffle because apparently chocolate is a dairy product, even though it's, you know, not. It's not necessarily milk chocolate. Please drop the rot. Thank you. And Rycon is the same way. You know, he's role-playing, but then when he comes across a series of enemies or whatever, he has to focus his attention on handling that situation, which is perfectly natural. Again, I'm not trying to crap on either of them. And so I think that's something that probably takes a long time to get used to. And when I listen back to my old episodes, sometimes I go a really long time. More sewing book. I think, is that the one we already had? No. So we might be able to raise our tailoring, which would be amazing. Instead of stitching the same clothes over and over. 2-charge lighter doesn't interest me very much. Oh, you ripped my rucksack, you jerk. So I think that that's something that takes probably a long time to acclimate to. And when I listen to mine, it's like I can go a really long time without actually offering any commentary. Like I end up just narrating, right? I'm like, oh, we'll take that. Oh, look, a hat. Oh, look, and that's not very interesting. So I'm gonna save, because sometimes when I click away from Cataclysm, the game crashes. So I made a little program. Okay, it's too big. And basically I took a whole Avira. I hate you, Avira. Basically, I took a whole bunch of questions from the internet, plopped them into a small program, and now, whenever I type something, it poops out a question. So look at that. So now, oh, what is that? I did copy and paste directly from the internet, so maybe it looks like it broke the apostrophes. That's fine. So now, when we're playing, and we go a long time without any commentary, I'm going to pick a random question, and I'm going to try to answer a question to keep things rolling a little bit, to have a little bit of commentary that's not just, hey, how are you guys today? You know what I'm saying? So that's something I want to work on is better commentary. Are you a brute? Just tough zombie and you're lightly injured for some reason? Oh, I really hate that it moves my vision. I know I complain a lot as well, which is something I'm working on. I also say about 600 times an episode. We'll definitely take the shotgun shells. I guess we'll take the gum as well. Yeah, that's very disorienting. It's the same thing with the X button. I mean, look, it just jiggles your whole... I understand wanting to improve the game. I do think that they should have worked a lot harder on the sidebar before they implemented it. That's a personal preference. That's not... I'm not trying to insult anyone. I just feel like if they had taken the time to look at all this stuff before they implemented it, it would be less of an issue. But then I'm not a coder, so for all I know, it was very difficult to do. Maybe it took a great deal of intellect and practice and all this stuff, and maybe it's the best thing that's ever happened to Cataclysm. I'm just a little frustrated by how broken it has been since it's been implemented. Take all the strings. More zombies. I mean, at this point, we're not super afraid of the average zombie, as illustrated by the fact that we've killed, like, I don't know, 10 of them since we've been out and about. We were still sprinting. Where are we at here? So we explored the restaurant, we explored that house on the corner, we explored this house. What is directly north? Maybe we didn't explore the house on the corner? No, we we'll mark it as explored. That's the one with the electric zombie. We'll mark that one as explored. What's our inventory? Pretty full. We'll check out this one last house and then we'll head back. Oh, we were here before already. Okay. So let's just grab the strings and we'll head back to base. Although we're pretty far out here, maybe we should just string. They just broke every single window, huh? Okay. Why don't we inventory? Yeah, we'll go look at the next house. Oh. Uh-oh. I don't know what this is. Which is not good. The zombie Nightstalker thrusts its arm at you, stretching to reach you from afar. Your cargo pants is cut. Should be are cut. The zombie Nightstalker's arm pierces your right leg. From the southwest, you hear crash. So, presumably it's in the building. I've never heard of these zombies before. It makes me think that they are an upgraded version. Is this you? No, it's not. It thrusts a claw at your torso, but it glances off your armor. So I'm wondering if they set up shady zombies to have an upgraded form. because we can't see this creature. And the fact that we can't see it and the fact that I've never heard of this before tells me to run away. So I would love to kill the firefighter zombie and get a little bit more of the turnout gear. We're not going to do that. We're going to flee. We're going to wait here and see if it comes for us. Wump. Wump. Oh. Let's look at him. Somehow this brute hides in the dark like some kind of boogeyman, very agile for such a large zombie. So it's referred to as a brute, and it seems to have a brutish animation or sprite. And its name is in red. And it hides in the dark, and it was making attacks at us from more than one tile away. I want to kill it, but at the same time I want to run away. So I think we're going to turn running on, and we're going to... Yep, so it definitely is a brute. We're going to see if we can run away from it. That appears to be a a minefield. Or maybe it's not, but we're going to mark it just in case. And then we're going to loop through the houses to see if we can put a little more distance just in case it, followed us around the corner or whatever. Calcium tablets, protein powder. And we're going to make our way. We're going to keep the building between us and it, because if it can see in the dark the way a shady zombie can, we don't want it to track us back to base. We could, of course, shoot it, which would probably be the smartest and easiest way to kill it. But we're not going to do that if we can avoid it. It's nighttime. We were far from the base. We probably could have just shot it. But, I'm a little paranoid about that kind of stuff. Where are we now? So we're going to head west to our base. Hopefully we lost it. Yeah, never seen one of them before. Obviously, I would guess is an upgraded version of the Shady Zombie, which is neat because they've been in game for a long time, and I don't think they ever had an upgrade. Block this off. Let's eat. Do we still have cattails and things? We did pick up a lot of food. Why don't we drop that and we'll take a look at what has the best shelf life and what doesn't. Vinegar can go here, I guess. Horseradish, cherries, cranberries, lemon, orange, food, not food, not food. Okay. Sorry. Sometimes when it comes to dropping items, I just can't devote part of my brain to commentating at the same time. Drop all that. Apparently we already had one of those books. Crafting materials, string, nails, cardboard. That's probably it. Tools. We don't need... we really ought to stop picking up MP3 players because we have a few. But I guess it doesn't matter too much. Drop the ammo. And some clothes. Yes, I'm going to work on my commentary because when I watch some of these old episodes back, I'm not very happy. We eat the cherries because they're old. 6 days, 3 days. So onion rings need to go first. Also 3 days. Cattail stalks. We can cook those. Tomato, 3 days. Everything else has a pretty nominal shelf life. So let's eat the onion ring. Thought that would fill us up. It didn't. So 3 days. Cattail stalks. We'll eat the tomato first. Still not sated, huh? 6 days on the mayo. Probably not gonna eat the mayo. Just pretend I didn't drink my mayo just then. Very thirsty. We'll head downstairs. Actually, do we have any drinks that are gonna go bad? Doesn't look like it. So we'll go down and we'll drink out of the water heater. Probably getting pretty low. examine. Nope. It's just tons of water. Tons of water left. We're very thirsty. Good Lord. And how did we get full from... Okay, I'm confused by what is happening. Because we've drunk... What is happening? This is not right. What is happening? So we've taken in 11 drinks and we are still thirsty, and for some reason our sated is popping up and disappearing. I'm very confused by what is happening. I assume it's another game-breaking bug because I'm an idiot and decided to update because I wanted the sidebar to be fixed. Now we're not thirsty. Let's wait for 5 minutes. I think it's time. Yeah, I don't understand what is happening. It seems to be going up over time as opposed to immediately, which is very confusing. We might have to talk about that. I might have to go and I'm gonna have to look at the GitHub and see if there's any note of this. Now I'm turgid. I don't understand what's happening. Let's wait another 5 minutes and see what happens. Now we're full and turgid. So I don't really understand what that was about. We're gonna just keep playing, of course, because we're not gonna let that keep us down unless it literally kills us. So we got a couple of books that are interesting to me. Tailoring and cooking. Our tailoring is 3, our cooking is 2. Let's just have a look at the books. Like, we're going to end the episode here in a second, but let's have a look at the books at least and see if they're even the books that I want. Because they might not even be the ones that will let us pick up, please. They may not even work for our current skill level. So the tailoring book, tailoring to 3, which is not helpful because we already have tailoring 3. However, it has lots of recipes in it, which may include some kind of leg armor. I don't see any. These seem to be mostly arm armors, which is a bummer, but that's okay. So that's not really very helpful. Let's look at the cookbook. Can bring cooking to 4, which is very helpful, and contains some sushi recipes. So, yep. I think we'll just call the episode here for now. Save again. Call the episode here. I'll be back shortly with the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.